2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Look like it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight, Clark. Rebounding, something we always don't get a lot of exposure to, and it means so much. Tonight, I think it's going to mean a lot.
You know, Kevin, it's one of the key stats you kind of look at game to game. But with these two particular teams, it really becomes a focal point because they're both so physical and aggressive. And I think it will come down to which team can assert itself on the glass and win that battle.
And you love good rebound.
Always. That was part of my game, and I always have a special level of respect for the glass eaters out there.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Jimmy Butler is out there with Harris, and it's Embiid in at the center position. Now here's Embiid over Allen. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Get Embiid the ball, and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Russell looking it over. He kicks to Harris. Four on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, I tell you what, if you're a fan of the Nets, you've got to like the job the front office has done. When they took over the team, it was stuck in a quagmire of losing. Now, the fans have some hope as they're building towards success.
Two shots.
That's good from Harris. And for this Brooklyn front office, they've done a good job with what they started with.
Yeah, and even though they've taken nice small steps forward every season, complacency has to be stiff-armed and held back. The GM wants to preach impatience and doesn't want the team to feel full or satisfied.
He hits both from the stripe. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. We talked about their defensive strategy facing such an explosive offense. He said, we've done our advanced scouting. We know where they like to get their shots and where they're most effective. The challenge is taking that information and using it out on the court. It's a great test for our players, and I'm eager to see how they respond. Kevin, I'm eager as well. Back to you.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Exactly. I mean, they've got to be the ones dictating the tempo and the pace. Keep the high-octane offense on the other side in check.
Now here's Carroll. Here's Harris. Outside Russell. And they double up Russell. Pass to Karuch. Out to Harris. Takes the 3. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Harris.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Pass to Butler. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him, the talent, the size, and you love his personality as well, but this guy has tremendous skills, and he's going to be an all-star for years to come if he's healthy.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
And it's good. 2 points. Russell's got 5.
Boy, he's so good at creating shots in that mid-range area. D'Angelo, a difficult guy to stay close to.
Harris against Redick. Passes it to Harris. And Redick kicks to Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism, and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
That's good from Simmons. Ben Simmons, such a force when catching the ball, moving at the rim. But you know, Clark, he can get there on his own just as well.
Yeah, he's got a great knack for being able to get where he wants to with the ball. His size and strength and agility certainly help him. And he understands angles. This guy is just a jump shot away from being virtually unguardable, in my opinion.
And the 76ers last season making it to the conference semifinals, Clark, before they were dispatched by the Boston Celtics.
And I guarantee you, Kevin, if you told any fan that would be their fate at the start of the season, they'd have banked that and went with it. The team had a great learning experience as they got past Miami and then lost to the Celtics. I think this group will be highly motivated to take the next step going forward.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harris, offensive rebound. Here's Butler. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To the paint. Caruch passes to Harris. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Good on the bucket. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Here's Caruch. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Allen with it. Now defended by Embiid. Here's Russell. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Good on the three-point shot.
Got to get out on Redick. The range he has is in the gym light. Ridiculous, capable of torching you from right there.
Russell against Simmons. Feeds it to Allen. Embiid with the steal. Redick finds Simmons. Back to Redick. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Redick's got his second basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Nets trail by 7. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury, boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
Now here's Allen. Now here is Russell. And stolen by Butler. And they're on the break. And Allen with the block. They recover it.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the bucket by the Nets. And Simmons kicks to Butler. Got a piece of it.
And, you know, a strong physical defender, when Carroll's in the area, he's got good timing to block shots.
Allen in the post, guarded by Embiid. And here's Harris from the arc. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Redick. Harris with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. Excellent D there from Allen.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Harris passes to Russell. Here's Caruch, guarded by Simmons. Down low, Allen, rejected by Harris. 14 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 7. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scott's checked in. And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 7.
Boy, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Marjanovic checked in for Tobias Harris. Simmons comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. Here's Dinwiddie. And the pass to Graham. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good by Davis.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Graham. A rebound by the Nets.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Go the other way.
The 76ers leading by 5. Now McConnell. Butler on the wing. And slam dunk by Butler.
Quick on the roll there. The speed of Butler makes him a problem for the defense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
You know, Karis LeVert came into the league as a scoring wing, but has changed into a playmaker. I mean, he developed into a primary ball handler out of necessity, and it's a role he's thrived in. He attacks the defense and can finish at the rim himself or find teammates.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
No good on the free throw. And LeVert has described his game as constantly evolving, something backed up as his transition from wing to simply playmaker.
Yeah, he's a high character, high quality young man, and he's gone through a ton of injuries going back to his days at Michigan, getting more and more comfortable with the ball in his hands because he's a guy that can make plays, and I think his game is just going to continue to grow as the years pass.
There's something timeless about a star tandem, Clark. Jordan and Pippen, Kobe and Shaq, Steph and KD. What's needed for guys at that level to play together and coexist?
I think the biggest thing is an appreciation and respect for one another. I mean, that to me is the beginning point of coexisting at a high level, because you're going to have some friction, you're going to have some disagreements, but all of that can be put to the side when there's great appreciation and respect for each other, and a real focus on what we're trying to get done. You get that in place, then the talent will rise to the very
2
top.
shots.
And that one falls for Davis. With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble. But I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's LeVert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Dudley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Back to McConnell. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Can't connect from short range. Nets trail by 6. Inside, here's Dinwiddie. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Bolden. The 76ers get it back at a new 24. Butler, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to LeVert. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Now here's Butler. D right on him. And a wide open look for Simmons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
You know, I think it's essential that Simmons becomes consistent from deep. I mean, once this happens, everything will become a lot easier for him on offense.
Here's LeVert. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he banks in the layup.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
McConnell finds Butler. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Butler. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, you know, that's just simply outstanding focus. Butler is used to getting hit on the way up, expects to be bumped and jostled around, and still muscles his shots in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. A 3 from Simmons. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is here. He has tremendous self-belief, especially in his shooting ability.
That's tipped. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Butler. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Graham, the pass to LeVert. Sweet little floater.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
15 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Butler. Graham defending. And here is Butler from deep three-point range. Back right after this. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are, just have fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie and LeVert teaming up as the backcourt. Davis is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Graham in at the 3 slot. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The 76ers leading by 3. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And so it's Brooklyn with it after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. 5 on the clock to the left wing. Graham kicks to Davis, shoots over Marjanovic, and it's Davis missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Nets trail by 3. To the left wing, here's Graham, trying to get open as Davis. Graham with the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. Now here's Redick. He's got 5. Kicks it to Scott. Simmons against Russell. In the corner, it's Harris. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Davis finds Harris. Russell against Simmons. Russell inside, and no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. And Harris wide open. He shoots the basket, good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And that one's good. Russell.
The confidence from range. I mean, that's what scouts still insist will make Russell a top-level player.
Harris outside. Embiid inside. Davis is there. And here's Harris from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Allen's checked in for Davis. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Smith checked in for Joel Embiid. Here's Russell. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Simmons got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Offensive rebound. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 7-point 76ers lead.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length extremely well when he's crashing the glass.
Simmons against Russell. In the corner, it's Harris. Clock is at 3. Here's Allen. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Simmons kicks to Scott. Smith, the pass to Reddick. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Scott can't get it to go. Nets trail by 5. He lobs it up. It's tipped and stolen by Harris. Reddick finds Smith. Here's Scott. Allen with the rebound.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Over in the corner, Dudley. Russell against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Russell, no luck.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
To the middle, Allen. The shot, no good. Nice D from Scott. And the wide open shot from Reddick. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Reddick's got 7.
Just a tremendous feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Simmons against Russell. Carroll with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Harris. Reddick with the rebound. Reddick's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Carroll after Ben Simmons' miss. Now here's Carroll. Outside Russell. Now the feed to Allen. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And it's time for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Joel Embiid. What's the news, David?
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the 76ers. And the news is pretty good. It does not look like a severe injury.
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears him to the players and helps his team.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Basket counts. He's got 8.
And Simmons is accustomed to finishing over all types of defenders. I mean, that jump shot is just pure money.
Now, here is Russell. 8 points for him. Harris outside. He feeds it to Carroll. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making dunking look second nature. I love how hard Carroll throws it down.
Reddick against Harris. Here's Simmons. And too long on the shot.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Russell. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Harris. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Outside Russell. He kicks it to Carroll. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. To the inside, Simmons makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Excellent precision and focus from Simmons. Feeling nobody can guard him down on the block, and he's right most of the time.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Marjanovic checked in for Scott. Jimmy Butler comes in for Smith. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for J.J. Redick. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Now Graham. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Allen, top of the key. Here's Dinwiddie, rejected by Harris.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And maybe shying away from contact a bit too, Greg. I mean, their free throw attempts are also down from the first quarter.
Caruch passes to Dinwiddie. Here's LeVert, guarded by Simmons. Here's LeVert. Here's the 3. Doesn't go that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And Brooklyn has possession. After Jimmy Butler made that last 3-pointer, passes it to Allen, kicks to Graham. Over to the wing. Dinwiddie passes to Caruch. That one's off, still out of sync.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Harris finds Simmons. Down low. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Simmons. And that's 12 points for Ben Simmons.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Harris.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The pass to Marjanovic. And Simmons kicks to Butler. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's LeVert, guarded by Simmons. Pass to Caruch. Over Harris. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. It's just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down. Now, this game has been all him, and he's been a force.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The 76ers leading by 13. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Harris is out there with Embiid, and it's Butler in at the small forward. Pass to Redick. Fires the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And, you know, that pass wasn't deflected or anything, Kevin. Don't see that often. An unfortunate, unforced turnover.
The Nets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Harris kicks to Russell. Feeds to Allen. Out to Harris. Tries again. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harris has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nets. Philadelphia has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
And, you know, last season the Nets saw a lot of improvement as a group, in large part due to several talent jumps by players on their roster. Organic development, we call that. Overall, just great growth from the young group on the Nets.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. The dish to Redick. Left side, Butler. Redick surveying the D. Left side, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. And no good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. And as you said, Clark, a lot of strong progression last season from the Nets' young core.
Yeah, you look at Hollis Jefferson and LeVert, both took big steps forward. Spencer Dinwiddie continued to grow as a point guard. I mean, Harris, Hollis Jefferson, LeVert, Dinwiddie, nice core pieces to build around.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Simmons finds Butler. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Russell. Again, the Nets for 2.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Russell against Simmons. Redick is in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 8th assist here tonight.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Russell dishes to Allen. Passes to Harris. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range. Harris has got 12 in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
He kicks it to Russell. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg. He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Well, you just love the way that J.J. Redick moves on offense. He keeps his defender occupied, constantly on the lookout for operating room to get his shot off. He comes off screens extremely well, uses angles and craftiness. Terrific off-the-ball movement by one of the best shooters in the league.
And the Nets making a change here. Davis is checked in. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Russell passes to Carroll. Outside, Russell. There's the pass to Karuch. Clock at 6. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And that one drops. 9 points for Tobias Harris. And for Redick in his movement on offense, Clark, most know him as a shooter, but he does so much more.
Yeah, he does. He moves well without the ball. He's a better defender than he gets credit for. He's a guy that can put it on the deck now and drive when you close out to him poorly. His game has grown really quite nicely, and we know what he is as a shooter, a laser.
Got a hand on it. Embiid kicks to Redick. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Philadelphia leading by 10. Inside, here's Harris. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Ed Davis. And although the Nets have improved, Clark, they still have some areas that have traditionally given them some trouble.
Well, when you're a team that struggled to win consistently, there are a lot of holes and chinks in your armor. They only play okay defense and don't create a lot of turnovers. The turnover game is usually in favor of the opponent with them. They have the talent to be a good defensive team. I think they just have to be a little more focused and intense at that end of the floor.
And he makes the first. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Nets. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scott's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And the Sixers' strength, Clark, on the offensive end is how many ways they can attack a team.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Deadly in transition because of Simmons' size, speed, and passing ability. And if they don't have something in the initial thrust, Embiid, always an option to go to in the low post. They shoot it well from multiple positions. They've got a lot to like offensively.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Philadelphia.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the first one drops.
You know, after being in the cellar for a few years, the Brooklyn Nets have started to turn things around here. I mean, good young core to build around and add to, and I think things are starting to look up in every department.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Clark, the Nets during this turnaround, they've done a good job of positioning themselves.
Yeah, you can look at a number of things. One, taking on vets with bad contracts to accumulate assets. 2, went from lacking picks in the draft to having a lot of options. Those things, when you combine them, help you speed up the process of getting better.
Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets trail by 9. To the middle, here's Davis. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Davis has got 11.
Excellent job that time by DeMarre Carroll working that ball over to his teammate.
Scott against Carroll. Scott kicks to McConnell. Embiid inside. He's got 9. Tries again. The shot will not fall. Great tee that time from Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, you know, one of the under-talked about strengths of the Philadelphia 76ers is how they play team defense. I mean, they were top-rated defensively in opponent's field goal percentage last year.
The free throw drops for Dudley. And with the 76ers in defense, it isn't just them bothering shots.
No, you're right, Kevin. I mean, they were one of the best, if not the best, rebounding team in the league. Also were top 10 in blocks and steals last season. I mean, they filled up the stat sheet as a team in a lot of ways. It's fun to talk about what this team can do on offense, clearly. But I think moving forward, what's going to anchor this team as a contending team is its defense.
Now McConnell. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Harris kicks to Embiid. Over Davis. Again, Embiid missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Brooklyn. It's a 5-point game.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Now here's Embiid. Pass to Redick. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Again, Embiid missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Dishes it to Dudley. Out to the right wing. Let's go. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Dinwiddie.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Dudley, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
He misses the free throw. So for the Nets, Graham's checked in, and it's LeVert in for Harris. And the 76ers also making a change. Simmons checked in for J.J. Redick. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Philadelphia calls time here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And stolen by Graham. Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by McConnell. Pass to Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Harris.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Intercepted. Here's LeVert. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And he makes both free throws. The 76ers trail by 3. McConnell scanning the floor. At the elbow, it's Simmons. That one misses. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 18-3 run. Kicks it to Graham. Down low. 6 to shoot. Here's LeVert. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. LeVert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And LeVert showing how confident he is in his jumper, Kevin. He's got a nice soft release and is a very skilled guard.
Simmons finds Embiid. Count the basket. Embiid's got 11 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. First one falls for him.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 5. Harris outside. Fires the 3. LeVert grabs the miss.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Simmons. Over in the corner, Dudley. Clock at 6. Fires it up. And it's off the back rim. No good. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's McConnell. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Graham dishes to Dudley. Simmons trying to get open. And Embiid with the block. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And good that time. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Simmons. The 10-footer. Count that one. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Outside Butler. Davis against Embiid. And he banks in the layup. He's got 13.
And, you know, that's good offense there. These are the shots you want to get all the time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dudley the pass to LeVert. And it's good, 2 points. And the Nets lead by 5. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Now here's Simmons. He's covered closely. Passes it to Embiid. Over Davis. Misses. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets out in front, up by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Dinwiddie and LeVert teaming up as the backcourt. Allen is out there with Caruch. And it's Graham in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
The pass to Caruch. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And the Nets making a change here. Russell's checked in. The 76ers trail by 3. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Nets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Right wing. LeVert the pass to Allen. Here's LeVert, defended by Butler. Clock at 4. Here's Dinwiddie. Misses the 3.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Pass to Caruch. Back to Russell. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Simmons. To the inside. Russell with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. And the Nets lead by 4.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Simmons finds Embiid. Harris looking it over. And Scott has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. But they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board. Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Brooklyn making some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for LeVert, and Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. J.J. Redick's checked in for Philadelphia.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
The feed to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Butler kicks to Scott. Outside, Redick, 6 on the shot clock. From the wing, and right on target, good.
And you know, when Redick heats up now, he stays very aggressive. Rides that hot hand until it's hot no longer.
To the right side. Allen passes to Karuch. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Scott, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Harris is checked in for Scott. And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Outside for Simmons. Harris outside. Outside Butler to tie it up. Here's Embiid. Here's Simmons. It's good. This game is all even.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 3.
You now have to respect the jumper of Carroll. I mean, he's very consistent at knocking down these mid-range shots.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And with the size and strength of Carroll, he can just push people around on defense.
Yeah, and one of the things he does so well is get up into you and make you uncomfortable. I mean, he's got good size and strength. He's not super fast, but he's quick enough to keep guys in front. And he's got the nice reach, which allows him to bother guys from a distance. So he's outstanding in using what he has to be disruptive on D.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making thanks to his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Yep, it counts.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
The 76ers trail by 4. He kicks to Harris. Fires from 14. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Harris drops them both. Brooklyn's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And here's Carroll. Pass to Russell. Five on the clock. Out to Harris from downtown. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Redick. Inside. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th assist in the game. Passes it to Caruch. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Redick against Harris. Redick finds Simmons. Butler with the ball. Shoots over Carroll. Again, Philadelphia.
You know, I think Butler had a pretty good mid-range game coming in. You know, he was drafted 30th back in 2011.
The pass to Caruch. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Allen kicks to Carroll. Russell inside, guarded by Simmons, and that one's good. Russell.
Gliding and gliding off the pick and roll. Russell makes the smart choice to take it himself.
Russell against Simmons. Right side, Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Butler.
You know, Butler came into the NBA a tad under the radar. I mean, he was the last pick of the first round back in 2011. Didn't play much at first, but once he got his opportunity, his career took off and took off fast.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Harris kicks to Russell. It's Carroll on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
Now here's Carroll. After Ben Simmons' miss, cans it from downtown.
You know, once upon a time, he was an average shooter from deep. Carroll now excels at deep shooting. He's somebody you got to get out on now.
And Simmons kicks to Butler. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen with it. Pass to Harris. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Butler. Takes a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Carroll's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Russell with the 3. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Wow, that's real nice. I mean, D'Angelo really sets before he gets into a shot. Good use of pace there.
Now here's Butler. 76ers moving the ball around. Simmons passes to Butler. 6 to shoot to stop the run. Excellent D there from Allen.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done. This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Outside Russell. Here's Harris. He's off on that one, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Embiid finds Butler, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half. The Nets with the lead. Pass to Caruch. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Caruch, covered by Redick. Just 4 to shoot. A shot, and right through it goes. Caruch has got 6 points in the quarter. The 76ers trail by 3. To the middle, here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
It's Allen on the wing, guarded by Embiid, and the call will be against Harris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Russell inside. Simmons is there. Caruch. Harris knocks it loose. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Brooklyn's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Count it. 8 points for Allen.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Here's Embiid. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Allen. Harris against Redick from the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Oh, wow. Talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
And the dunk by Embiid.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Russell against Simmons. Caruch passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Harris. Launches it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Redick against Harris. Was shot by Redick. No good. And here are the Nets. 3-point lead. Carroll dishes to Russell. 27 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Timeout called. The 76ers.
Timeout.
They're trailing by 3. 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And so here is Philadelphia. And Redick kicks to Embiid. Lets it go from 14.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, a decent free throw shooter at this point in his career. D'Angelo has the natural stroke, I think, to become one of the league's best. Shoots it very fluidly and easily. Hey, I think that should do it. You know, got to give him credit. He came through when it mattered most.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 5. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Greg, one possession at a time, and really, as you said, it's all about clock management right now.
.12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, I really like this kid in college at Colorado. An effective player, as Spencer Dinwiddie. He really does it all. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Good all-around player.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Redick from deep three-point land. No good. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.